All right, I'm gonna get through this because we got a lot to talk about, and I ain't got time for this 'cause I got other shows to review. So this is the final part three, chasing reality, and a lot has happened. We got Althea versus Tony. We got Q versus everybody and their mama, and we have Endario versus those damn asking cards or question cards. So let's jump right here into this. I'm tired of talking about the Nova and Althea thing, so I'm skipping past that. So this part right here, Tony expresses to Althea about the fact that when it comes to holding people accountable, you know she feels like Althea is not held accountable for the stuff that she says when it calls to misgender and Nova, and it's a tit for tat. And they have a heated exchange. I can play some of it real quick.
Yeah, you literally just did that on JT Live the other day, my love.
It's been in my favor. No, I was correcting her.
It wasn't about correcting.
Because it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way.
So Nova, because everybody is making her the villain. Okay, sure, go ahead, do that. But we were humanizing her and her experience, and you got mad and came up there and started yelling.
That's not what happened.
You went on that thing. You doubled down and calling her a he, him, and it.
What do you mean I doubled down? What did I say?
Double down on the panel.
Saying what?
Why tell production that you don't want to talk about it and stay into the group? Not only was I trying to relate to the group, but I wanted them to understand that don't be embarrassed to tell me that you do what you do, because there's someone in my life who does it and I'm not ashamed of him. Why do I have to look at it from any type of perspective?
No, I'm saying when I said the whole thing of perspective, because there was way more, because we talked longer. But here's the thing, Althea. Yes.
You can talk about me, you can talk about my looks, you can talk about my child father, but once you said my baby could look like the motherfucking episode, when I text it and he, bitch, that's how I fucking felt. Bitch, stop fucking coming for me as if I'm fucking dragging you through the mud. Bitch, I didn't do nothing to you. If I offended you, I'm sorry. She said she don't find that shit funny. I'm sorry. If I offended you, I apologize.
None of that excuses you misgendered somebody.
The difference between me and Nova, our experiences are not the same. When it happened and you addressed me, what did I do? What did I do when you addressed me and you asked me, why did I say that? What did I do?
About the after show?
Okay, so I'm tired of hearing about this. So basically, Tony wants Althea to take accountability for misgendering Nova. And Tony took a time to go up on the panel with JT and Carl to explain or try to consider Nova's, human experience because, everybody has a backstory. And Althea tried to go out there, ruin the moment, and make it all about her with a victim story. Now, this is what y'all don't know. A lot of these cast members have recently came out saying that the viewers have been in everybody's DMs harassing them, threatening them over the fact of this Althea versus Nova thing. So although I do feel like Tony is, right to be feeling how she feels, I really feel like most of it stems from the fact that people have been in her inbox harassing her about Nova and Althea, and why didn't everybody protect Althea from Nova? Because, a lot of people are transphobic and a lot of people, want to single this one out because of who they favor and this whatever the case may be. I do understand where Tony's coming from, but I do feel like some of it stems from the fact that she's been getting harassed in her inbox. And then I also feel like it stems from the fact of, you know, because Tony lives this life and she takes it seriously. And you're not going to always please everybody. Pleasing everybody's going to make you so miserable. But at the same time, it's like she wants to feel like you guys are going so hard for when Nova does something to Althea, but when I get misgendered or when someone that's like me gets misgendered or when we do something within the gay community or the black gay community, you guys kiki haha think that it's funny and want to excuse it for TV. But I'm getting harassed because of the simple fact that I'm not dick riding or playing Captain Save-A-Ho for somebody that I just met or somebody that can hold their own. Because Althea is not really that much of a victim. Was Nova wrong? Yes, and I'm not going to say that again. Because we all watch the show, we all see, and we're all not watching with our ass, at least with some of y'all. But it was an even playing field. It was an even playing field. So why do y'all feel like these cast members should sit here and beat the dog shit out of Nova because y'all don't like her? I don't get it. There's been so many people who have been on this cast for the past 7 seasons and on different shows. Y'all have sat here and took this moment to make it seem like this is a whole cry for help. There's been people that done got cursed out, jumped, maced, people done threw plates and knives at restaurants at each other. People done ran up on each other, and y'all have sat here and y'all have laughed at it. Y'all basically wanted to do it again type of moment. And y'all lived for it. How many people have went on TTB and have all the cousins grouping together like the Avengers and ganging up on people? I was one of them. A lot of people was one of them. You don't see me crying about it. So why do y'all feel like Toni should be sitting here playing Captain Save-A-Ho and y'all are trying to invalid her feelings for when it happens to her and she should get over it? So I get where Toni's coming from, but at the other side, I get where Alfia's coming from. But the thing about it is that Alfia's had a lot of time to talk. These cast members have never told their side of the story because they waited. A lot of them haven't been on the platforms and you know, lives like Carl and Alfia has to tell their side of the story. So I get both sides. But I feel like everybody's pissed off because they're getting harassed because of the simple fact that people are in their inbox harassing them and threatening them and taking this show way too seriously. And you guys are dead wrong for that. Tramel has sat here and got called everything but a child of God. Carl's been sat here getting ganged up on. Kendall has been, been getting drugs. A lot of people in this cast have felt some type of way. I've never seen anybody go this hard for anybody else but Alfia. You guys don't keep the same energy. Y'all pick and choose because y'all really don't like trans. A lot of y'all are transphobic. You guys have insecurities because it's a beautiful trans woman who's doing it better than a lot of y'all. And looks don't really matter to me as much, but it's what's inside. But it's the fact that, like, y'all don't, it's the fake outrage. And I've seen me, Carl, I think, Ken, Toni, they said something about 2 nights ago. We all have sat here and basically said, like, y'all are doing too much. And y'all are dead ass wrong. When I do my reviews on TikTok about Bad Boys and all this other stuff, I don't sit here and harass the cast in the inbox and, oh, next time I see her, it's gonna, no. Just like when I was sitting here dragging Ken. I was getting her together, her friend, and everybody. Did y'all see me sit here and think to go text Dominique, girl, have that bitch at your house when I pull up to come see you because I'm going to beat that bitch ass? For what? This situation happened 7-8 months ago, almost a year. What do I look like fighting Ken and Tramel's battles? Or Carl and Tramel's battles? At this point, if y'all don't like it, then watch something else. And that's all I got to say on that. Leave the cast alone. It's one thing you come on reviews and get your frustrations out. And that's another thing. Don't do reviews and then just keep dragging the same person over and over and over again. There is so many things that the cast has gave us over the past 12 episodes to talk about. In the words of King Payne. It's a general statement. So moving on from that.
True, bitch. They were very true, bitch. Because everybody, you was mad as fuck when everybody was agreeing with me, ho.
No, I wasn't.
You
I don't give a fuck
were
about
mad
what
as
you
fuck.
talking
All
about.
up in the comments. You made a post with her. You made a post and tagged me. You tagged her.
Yes, because you're
Talk about I
fake
didn't give
as
a fuck, and she
You're
reposted
fake
it.
as fuck.
Cool. I let you have that, but you don't ever have no bitch
You are
come
fake
to
as
my
fuck,
goddamn
ho.
DMs talking
You're
to me
fake
about
as fuck.
shit.
You are fake as
No,
fuck.
you're fake as fuck, bitch.
what
You're
you
fake as fuck because you was your ass was over there hanging out with
Because I was
binge-worthy
in the
bitch.
streets.
And I
you
saw
know
that motherfucking shit.
And you know
Yeah,
that. You
yeah,
know
you
that.
fake as fuck.
I was never mad about nothing.
Bitch,
Because
I got a
you're
whole
good
file
over
on
here.
your motherfucking asshole.
You said what?
I got a file, bitch.
Okay, well, show me the Carfax. Okay, because my sister is a black woman with a child. I literally was pulling clothes and shit, like, bro.
Yeah, he did.
And then for you to sit in
No, I'm talking about which I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm talking about I care about
Okay.
I care about
Since you don't give a fuck, guess what? I don't give a fuck either. Y'all can have it. Because I'm not doing that with y'all. Y'all already know. And then you was just in my face on Sunday saying some whole other shit. I do not want you around me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Like, bitch, what? No, he's saying something to me.
Alright, so here's the thing. I'm going to just say it. Dominique, you was dead wrong for mocking Q and his feelings and all this other stuff. Because we've seen you cry about a plethora of things and your personal things. You would have went upside somebody here for doing that. Friend, I'm going to be honest with you. You was dead wrong for that. However, My problem with Q is that Q, you play victim a lot. Like I feel for you for what happened to you in jail and all that other stuff. I feel for you. You know, you probably going through like we all are going through it. Trust me, I understand. But here's the thing: you sat here and came on this show. Let me rewind it back. Going back to Dominique. When it comes to Dominique, Carl, Noel, y'all have been throwing shots at Q in his absence when he was here, shading him. Like, y'all damn near made Q the damn focal point of the first 2 episodes because Q was in jail. He had a situation for whatever. So y'all kind of like, he has a reason why he can be mad at Dominique and whoever else that was in that, the people I just named. So I'm not faulting Q with that. You know? So I don't know where all this smoke that Dominique has for him, because you've been throwing shots and shading him first. I don't understand it. Like, we're not gonna sit here and act like Q ain't got no reason to be mad at you. However, Q, you had no reason to come at Tramel. You've had no reason to come at Carl until what I'm about to get into in a minute. Your beef or your smoke or the person you were supposed to go toe to toe with was Dominique. And instead of you trying to defend yourself, you wanted to be friends with him and Nova. And you basically was just like, fuck Tramel because of a Malcolm X comment, which Tramel was wrong. But you did the same thing that you snapped on Dominique for at the table for trying to do that fake TV shit. But you turn around and do the same thing. You didn't want to care. You basically was like, they don't like each other. Let's just leave it at that. So why do you want to take it upon yourself to do the same thing that you got mad at Dominique for? So I get why Dominique's pissed off. I get why he's pissed off. Even though he started it, but I get why he's pissed off. Because it's like, you are mad at the simple fact of the fact that you feel like everybody is overshadowing your trauma and this and the third. But it's just like, no, because Q, let's be honest, you have had a nasty attitude. You have a nasty ass mouth. You have insecurities. You have very heavily insecurities with yourself. And you take it out on everybody, or you feel like who was the weakest. You've been coming at Tramel since I don't even know. The person you need to go at, the people you should have went at, you want to befriend because you want acceptance from Dominique. You want acceptance from Noel. And you don't want to fight Carl. Carl, for you to sit there and you sat there, there was people literally reaching out to Tramel, harassing him, DMs, text messages, threatening him, taking pictures. You said, oh, those are not, oh, well, my people don't play about me, right? That's what you said out your mouth, right? So, fast forward to you going on Relly B and El Teddy's live. You sat there and was like, oh, well, that wasn't me, but then it was me, but then it wasn't, but it was. But then you sat here saying like, oh, I don't know them people. I don't have nothing to do with that. And then it's like you go into this whole mode where you're crying. You go into this whole mode that you're crying.
Went through like a traumatic
I went through
experience.
a lot of shit, and then while I was filming, I was going through even more trauma.
Right, and I think certain things, it could be like something light as the Malcolm X could have been very offensive to you.
They build up and it triggered, and it was so much built up from just everything all season that, and like I said, and I'm gonna stand on my apology. However you feel about me, that's fine.
I am sorry for what you went through, and I want to say that to you, and I mean it, that I am sorry for what you went through. I told you that at Friends when I saw you. I really meant
and that's why I'm affected. That's why I feel like I feel right now, because I just feel like when you see me outside, it be like the conversation be totally different.
But this is the thing though, right? You came, like, this is the thing that gets me with Q. Q picks and chooses. You're not really as tough as you think you are. You literally came at Tramel all types of sideways, called him ugly, called him this, called him that, destroyed him, wrecking him, ripping him to shreds. Carl smacked the fuck out of you. Dominique's been shading you along with Noel. And out of the 4 people, you chose to be cool with Dominique and Noel, knowing that you and Dominique had tension from something he did first, or whatever shots he threw first. And then you excluded Carl and Tramel to try to fit in with the elites. You want to be accepted so bad. You can't sit and have this attitude like, oh, I'm high and mighty. I think I'm missing that. You're not a celebrity. No matter how many celebrities you work with, and that's the honest to God truth. You're not. Because the way that you be trying to have acceptance from other people just because of their aesthetic, it's crazy. Which brings me to another part. You sat next to Nova this entire time, was cool with her after you said that she made a statement, that she made fun of your essay and dragged Althea in the post. And then you said that she apologized to you about it. I'm not apologizing for what Nova, I'm not accepting no apology from what Nova said. Because as a person who experienced essay multiple times throughout my life, I'm not about to sit here and take that. You knew what you did, your ass is grown. So you chose to get cool with the people that's been throwing shots at you, being very disrespectful to you since the beginning, but you want to attack Tremel. And then when you're getting held accountable for the things that you did, now you want to cry. You have a habit of doing this. The person that you should be sending people for is Carl. He's the one that slapped the shit out of you. I'll slap any of these bitches and you got it. You ain't try to fight Carl outside. You ain't try to get your lick back right then and there. But you got all this smoke with Tremel. Oh, I'll slap the fuck out of you. I'll go back to jail. You want to go back to what happened to you? Because that's what's going to happen. Why would you want to be proud to saying something like that, like I said in my previous videos, to want to go back to that, but then you sitting here crying about it? And I feel sorry for you, but to a certain extent. We're not going to use this as an excuse for you to use this to shield you taking accountability. You were dead wrong. And you admitted it that you knew those people who took the pictures of Tremel was harassing him, and you said that you didn't know. Then you want to sit here and say, oh, my people don't play about me. But then when Dominique starts getting into your ass, now all of a sudden you want to cry and be a victim. You want acceptance from Dominique so bad because of his aesthetics. And that's the problem with y'all. It doesn't matter how much you have on yourself, what the case may be. It matters what's in here. Tremel is not a horrible person. He can be a bitch sometimes, and same with Dominique. Dominique can be a bigger bitch. But the Neek that I know, child, y'all will never know. He really doing this. He's just doing it up for cameras. Not a good look, but like Q, you really like this whole victim act that you be doing. Like you got to stop doing that. You bullied Tremel. You tried to bully Carl, didn't work. And then now you want to sit here and scream, I'm getting bullied. The bitches you were supposed to go head to head with, you want to be friends with them because, again, you want acceptance so bad. You want to feel like you want to be a celebrity. You want to be with the people that you feel like is on the same level as you. Why do you want acceptance from Dominique so bad? He does not want to be your friend. It is what it is. Move on. You have Ken. You have Althea. So to say, you say. You got Nova, the person that you still fuck with after she said that nasty thing that she said about you. So that's what I don't get. You sit next to her, kikiing with her, and do all this, being friends with her, inviting her shit. After that nasty shit that she said, I would have slapped the fuck. Ooh. I'm supposed to interview her tomorrow, so I'm trying not to threat. If I was Q, I would have caused a shootout. That's not something to laugh at. And Nova, you was dead wrong for that. And we're definitely going to talk about that tomorrow. So all this smoke that you give Tremel, you need to be giving that to Dominique. Because Dominique's really doing the same thing that you did to Tremel. That's why Dominique didn't really give a fuck about laughing and shit, even though he was dead wrong. And I see a lot of y'all in the comments talking about, oh, Neek is a nasty person. Neek is this, Neek is that. Okay, Neek probably did some nasty things, okay? But Neek has not done, and even if he has, which I'm not excusing it, how many cast members in the past have done way worse? This nigga got maced, and y'all laughed at it. Now, what if he would have went blind permanently because of what Rico did when he maced him? And then y'all keep putting your hands on Dominique. And surprisingly, he be whooping y'all ass every time. Y'all liked it. Y'all thought it was so funny. God forbid if Wayne would have smashed Dominique's head into that concrete where they was fighting on the thing the wrong way, Dominique could have lost the eye, whatever, or have a permanent damage. That's why you fight to defend yourself. And Dominique fought to defend himself, but y'all sat there laughing. Now Neek is this horrible person. First it was going off her because she's the anchor. Oh, we glad Neek's coming back. Now all of a sudden, because y'all heard somebody put out the R word that triggers the black community so we can cape for the person. No. There's been so many nasty things that have been said, just like with the Nova and Althea thing. There's been so many worse shit that has happened in previous seasons. Y'all watch Zeus and Nada's TV. They do way worse reads over there. Some of y'all don't watch Zeus and Nada's TV, but for some of y'all that do that's bitching about the shit that y'all was bitching about last night in the on Carl and them live and then on Chase's episode of this, save it. Stop acting like y'all are not desensitized to violence. Stop it. Stop it. Because Q, you're not a victim. You're not. You got a taste of your own medicine from what you did to Carl and Tramel from Dominique. And I'm glad Noelle checked you. You feel like whoever has the aesthetic or who you feel like is the it girls, they can get a pass. You didn't feel like that with Tramel and Carl because you felt like they were beneath you the whole entire time. And you need to stop going around circles and start taking accountability. You think you're so big and bad, it's, oh, I'll go back to jail. Woody woo woo woo. But when it's time for you to show that action to why you need to go back to jail, you didn't do it. You got the dog shit slapped out of you. And you cried about it and went about your way. Couldn't have been me if Carl tried to slap me or slap me. That whole scalp would have been on my damn head. And a couple of the body parts for souvenirs. I don't get it. I don't get it. Q, you're not a victim. And stop picking and choosing when you want to be. You think you gangster, you think you hard? Stand on it. Doesn't mean you can't have feelings. But you were wrong for most of the things that you did. You got a nasty ass mouth and you got a taste of your own. Today was your intervention. Dominique sitting there saying, I'll whoop your ass, and you sitting right there. But you turn it to Mel. I slapped the girl. You're not a victim. Stand up. I'm sorry. You are a victim in the jail situation, but in this situation, you're not a victim. So nobody tries to redo what I said and go back to, no. I'm over it. I'm really over it. I'm over it.
Hey y'all, I'm a real bitch. If I don't fuck with you, bitch, I'm not in your space, period. Why you not directing that energy to him? I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the masses.
All right. Thank you. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
I'm not. That's my fake ass shit. Call your friend out. I called your friend out. Called your dad. I didn't say your name one time. Call your friend out. I said your name one time.
Leo coming out. Not see it.
Just call your fucking friend out.
All right.
We're gonna. He pulled me to the side. He pulled me to the side. He's gonna talk to me.
I'm about to close it out, please. When we return, we're gonna.
No, Noelle's holding you accountable. Because Noelle sees the bullshit too. You did all that to Tramel, but now you getting the same tasty on message from Dominique. Now all of a sudden you want to be a victim. I can't. I'm sorry.
Right now, Nova/Bank/boutique.shopify.com.
We'll put it at the bottom.
It was high. It's going to be a vibe. So I'm excited about that. And before I end my segment for season 7, I want to send an apology to Althea.
Yeah, see, we did like nudes and nude pinks. That's why I had on the whole pink little shit.
Okay, so now that I got that out the way, overall, I like this season. Some of y'all pissed me off. I like this season. I think everybody should come back, including Althea. But I think everybody needs to have a match. So I think we should add on 3 newcomers to start matching up with some of these people. I do think Nova should come back to redeem herself. Because she can have redeeming qualities. Everybody deserves a chance. You know? There's been way worse people on the show. And way worse shows that y'all have watched. It's not the end of the world. However, she was dead ass wrong. But everybody in this circle has been wrong. Yeah, like I said, I feel like everybody should come back. And I just feel like, you know, let's have some fresh meat for next season. And I just want to say something to the audience. I feel like you guys are entitled to how you feel. You guys are entitled to your opinions. But don't go and drag in situations like, and then don't be going in people's inboxes harassing them and talking crazy to them. Because you'll never know if you run into these people in the streets and then they just haul off on you and y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Q, I think you need to go to therapy. I don't think you need to. I think you need to come back at the end half of the season. TV's just not for you right now. Alfia, I hope you get your situation together. I think you should come back towards the end of the season too. Nova, I think you need therapy too. I think you should come back while you're doing the therapy in the middle because you know you kind of been chilling in the background, but you know there's some things you can work on. Carl needs to come back. Sam needs to come back. Neek, try not to be a bitch next time. He needs to come back. Kendall definitely needs to come back. Tony needs to come back, but she's not returning back. Noel, he can come back. Yeah. I actually had a great time watching this season. And I see a lot of people like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not watching the show no more. I'm not reviewing the show no more. Okay, great. I will be. I will be. Season 8 me. Shit, who knows? I might even be on season 8 next season. Who knows? Who knows? I think Endario needs to host the reunions often, even though he doesn't want to. Wah! You need to. I feel like some people need to come back. I feel like Jay Tron should come back. I feel like Sky Valentine should come back. I feel like what's his name? Corday should come on the show because he's never been on Chasing. I feel like Kendra needs to come back. Or no, Willa needs to come back. And I think Rico Cassidy needs to come back. And I feel like y'all should add I feel like y'all should have Dre Baby and Rich Zay pop up for like 2 episodes just to like kiki and get shit going. Just 2 episodes. Special appearances, because then that brings the audience from what they do over to y'all. And it's all about the money, more money, more money. Now that'd be a fire cast. That would be a fire cast. You know, that's all I gotta say. And yeah, I'm done doing this. I'm glad this is over. It's over. It's finally over. And I got more shows to review. Pray for me.